just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. First down, Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams.
Mahomes pass. Complete.
For the Titans and Chiefs, we think back. Back to their encounter in the postseason last year, the AFC Championship game to be exact. And the Titans were riding high, coming off road wins in Foxborough and in Baltimore. And they led at one point 17-7, but as the Chiefs did 3 times in those playoffs, they rallied back from a double-digit deficit, ultimately winning 35-24 and punching their ticket to Miami. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7. Titans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Uncorks one for Davis. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 76 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-grabber?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's good for 28 yards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
87.
Travis Kelce with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Harrison.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now on first down. Forced out to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
On second down, it's Henry. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
A gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Humphries. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries, 61 yards. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like
and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 87 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Tannehill, airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. This one caught by Davis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it second and goal.
At the Chiefs' 9-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. He may try, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First down, Chiefs.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes flush to his right. And going deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them. That big play right there.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And got his man complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
3.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Uses the stiff arm. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
26-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll buy some time right. Out to the right to Humphries. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
10 at the 26-yard line.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Running from the gun with Henry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Titan, Tyrann Mathieu, with a pick. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. A quick slant to Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Charvarius Ward on the tackle. A gain of 5.
On play action, Tannehill.
At the Chiefs, 19.
That is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Henry. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
30.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have put themselves in a great position to defend their crown, leading once again in the fourth quarter of the AFC Championship game. A win, of course, sends them to Tampa for a chance to claim back-to-back Super Bowl titles. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 33. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Vic Beasley.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
And it's 3rd down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Chiefs 42, Titans 30.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tannehill on 1st down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Here's Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
1-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Tannehill throwing again. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side. Get that.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Number 26.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. From Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny. But they're at New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.